It's already January of 2025, and still to this very day, we have a lot of celebrities still doubling down on their agenda, really refusing to give up when it comes down to their politics, and really getting too involved with that in the public eye. That's only making matters worse for their careers, and you know what? I think that they really deserve it at this point because they really just don't get the memo. They don't understand what's going on in reality right now, that people just don't want to hear politics from celebrities, whether it's actors, actresses, writers, directors. The list goes on and on. This is Mike Zero. Subscribe if you're new and like this video to see future updates. You can also follow me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So, it's not just those within the film industry, within the music industry, or just the entire Hollywood bubble, but it's also the media that is a big part of the problem when it comes down to DEI and everything else to do with the overall ideology that's being shoehorned into every fabric of society, right? Whether it's in the workplace, whether it's in entertainment, whether it's in anything that you look at. We have, of course, the MSNBC channel. We know that the entire media and everything else associated with that channel in particular is by far the worst of the worst, in my opinion. Now, we have those like Reid, one of the correspondents over at MSNBC that recently had one of the biggest meltdowns of the year, at least within the past 2 years, I would say, about DEI, about the general public, really going against the media and how they view it, and how she's really already lying continuously beyond belief. So let's jump into this, shall we? Now, what's interesting about this is that, yes, Reid, not Joy Behar, the other Joy, is by far one of the most insufferable, people on live television, apart from those on The View. We know that she does nothing but spout lies. Now, with many celebrities continuing to attack the public since their careers have been falling apart ever since last November, one major development going on now involves more to do with MSNBC's correspondent Joy Reid, who recently went on a tirade as well about the media backlash and how the public has been responding. Now, Reid delivered the following, in a desperate move, by the way, to improve her image. As a woman of color and having the greatest opportunity to have a voice and to have a platform, the greatest threat to this entire country are those that label the media as untrustworthy, liars, and having an agenda or some kind of ulterior motive. It's all lunacy, you see. It's pure imaginary thinking. And I will defend the media with all the strength that I have, whether it's here at MSNBC or over at CNN. We have to respect the media. We must realize and come to reality that we are dealing now with a majority of Americans that are being convinced by a loud minority of Americans within this country that are making the media out to be the bad guys, as if we are trying to change society or something. It's all crazy talk, and we need to keep the honesty intact that we present here at MSNBC. I also think it's ridiculous that there are so many Americans obsessed with reports about my business here at MSNBC, both financially and professionally, and I am unwilling to confirm or deny anything, but what I will admit is that they have caused a division throughout the entire media that we don't deserve coming from our studio higher-ups, whether it's here or at CNN or wherever it may be. There is no doubt about it that those that have been tricked into believing nonsense from other networks that make us out to be the villains in this story, that they are the ones creating all the chaos. It's in my greatest interest to deliver the truth and the facts to the American people, and that's what I have always done. With all these claims that I have gone through, that I lie to the public or present false narratives, is nothing more than a part of their very own false narrative. Now guys, let me just say one thing here about Joy Reid. Now, we haven't really discussed about her too much in the past year and a half, but we've touched on her here and there, going over all the subjects that she actually presented, which, by the way, were nothing but lies. This is by far, I think, one of the biggest lies ever, starting off in 2025, about how the media does not lie, about her, specifically, that she doesn't lie, that she does nothing but present the truth. That's also something that she is completely lying about, right? Joy Reid, I think, is by far one of the worst correspondents in all of the media, alright, combined. MSNBC, CNN, etc., throw it all together. She's by far the worst, as far as I see things. But Joy Reid goes on about how the biggest threat to the country, right, to the American people, are those that are taking a stand against the media and waking up to the reality of what they've been doing for the past 4, 5, 8 years at this point. Yeah, sure, it's been going on for decades. We all realize that, but it really became very inflammatory, I would definitely say, since 2016 for obvious reasons. Now again, Joy Reid doesn't seem like she wants to let go of her time on television, and we all know that MSNBC is going through a very big change right now, a very big change up. They're going to drastically reduce her payout, her income, if you will, over at that program. But let's continue, alright? She goes on to continue spewing such nonsense, where she goes on to say, "You see, it's a mind game they like to play, and it's never going to stop unless we pursue some kind of regulations. I will also admit that all of this unnecessary drama is impacting my life professionally, and I will be going into specifics about that very soon." So you see, she's acknowledging that. Continuing, "I find it very offensive," she says, "also that so many are against DEI departments remaining active at some studios, corporations, and organizations, and to see those following politics to clap and celebrate the president getting rid of DEI and abolishing them is pure insanity. It's only going to create more division. Don't you all realize that? This type of behavior needs to stop. What is so terrible about DEI and how it is included in everyday jobs, and in the workplace, or in entertainment? What is wrong with all you people that are against that? That's my number one question to all of you right now, and I want it to be answered because this has been going out of control the past 2 months, and it's too much to handle for the American people." So again, she goes into DEI, much like Sunny Hostin does this all the time, that getting rid of DEI is the worst thing to happen in society, or in history. That's basically what she's making it out to be. And the reason why DEI is just not working, and why it's the worst thing that you could do in entertainment, in business, in the news, or whatever it may be, right, is that you're focusing on just an agenda. You're not focusing on those that have, a lot of great talent, or are trying to do the right thing for the people that are either watching them, whether it's entertainment like movies and television, or comedians, or if it's those within the media / the news. When you're following DEI and you are shoving it down people's throats, it's not gonna work, because it's all really coming across as very inauthentic. It just does not work at all. So Joy Reid, again, she is doubling down on lying yet again by saying that those that are calling her out are the liars. I mean, this is really going above and beyond for her, really, in 2025, in the most, disastrous way possible. In fact, I'm still shocked to this very day that MSNBC has not fired her yet. We all know that their ratings disaster continues to worsen. Specifically her ratings are continuing to decline. So it would really make you wonder, why does she continue to spew such nonsense? Well, it's because she truly believes in every word that she says. It's not just a job for her. She's using her job / platform to really just throw out all of her illogical nonsense out there. But overall, I would like to hear what everyone has to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel, and I will catch you guys later.